And we got a couple of more changes. I forgot their names, but we have 2-3 changes in the batting lineup.
You didn't have the start of the tournament as planned. You've lost the first game, so that must be an eye-opening for you. But these wickets are difficult to predict.
See, in the first game, we didn't have the proper playing 11. You know, 4 of our main batters are, doing the national duty. You know, Asif Khan, Basil, CP, they're all in the national duty. So, of course, we didn't have the, the lineup. So that's why we came in with, 2-3 different changes. And hopefully we'll make changes today, inshallah.
Well, I don't buy those excuses. You have a good bench strength. So now, what total are you looking?
Anything below 120, we'll take it. But anything between 120 and 150 is going to be chaseable on this wicket.
Good luck, Yasir.
Thank you very much.
Saqib, what you were looking for and what you got?
Actually, I was looking for a batting and then we got the batting.
Oh, interesting. What total do you think it would be suitable to defend?
Actually, it should be more than 150 plus. It will be a great target to defend it.
Well, you know the idea, IGM is a corner tiger. Now they lost first game, but then there must be a slight pressure, the big game to start with.
Actually, this is our first game in this tournament, so we cannot say anything until the game is finished. So hope for the best for them, for us. So inshallah ta'ala, best team will win.
Well, do well, Saqib.
Thank you.
Good luck. Well, the news from the centre coming in is IGM won the toss, elected to bowl first.
Right then, top stuff there, Abid. So news from the centre is that Interglobe Marine have won the toss and elected to bowl first. Happy with that decision, Abdurrahman?
Well, we've seen yesterday as well on this wicket that chasing is not going to be that easy. So I'm a bit shocked at the decision. I think with their batting order, IGM is confident they can chase something down. For me, that's a tricky decision, Abid. Let's see how the game progresses.
Long time. Yeah, certainly with the worries they've had batting in the second innings with that shock result, losing their very first match to 7 districts, a brand new up-and-coming side. They've started the tournament like a house on fire. But it is the late summer, hence the early season of the UAE domestic scene. Perhaps some sides are not fleshed out just yet.
Oh yeah, that's what Asim Mumtaz was saying. They've come back after a 2-week break. The players were a bit rusty, you could see that. Mohammad Zaid, Hazrat Luqman, Taimur Bhatti just struggling a bit with the new ball. Lot of extras. A lot of extras. Almost 27, 28 extras in the last game.
Right then, it's going to be TVSL batting first. Saqib Mahmood, the captain, number 1 on his back. He's on strike. It's going to be the big burly Hazrat Luqman. There you go. Steaming in from the academy end. Let's see how he progresses. They'll need a good exhibition from him. Full on the leg stump. Just clipped away through mid-wicket. And Saqib Mahmood will get off the mark relatively safely. That's what Hazrat Luqman does very well. Pitch the ball up and get it to swing.
Well, he was trying for that wonder delivery, aiming at leg stump and then moving away from the right-hander. Not an easy delivery to bowl first up. A gentle loosener on the pads. And Saqib says, thank you very much. Gets a single, gets off strike.
Very important game for IGM. They need to get back to winning ways. Nicely bowled. Gentle outswinger. Right on off stump. And Mohammad Nadeem, well, we know he's a class act. Powerful striker of the ball. He loves to loft the ball over extra cover.
Well, this is the group of death. IGM, Vision Shipping, Mideast Metal, 7 districts with 2 wins out of 2. And we're yet to see Karwan strikers. So every result matters here. The Vision Shipping will want to get 1 up on IGM and make their lives a lot more difficult.
And of course, in the knockout stage, it's the top 2 of each group going into the semis. Nicely glided away behind point. And Mohammad Nadeem will also safely get off the mark. Mayank Chaudhary, a new inclusion into the IGM squad. Classy player.
Yeah, they've made quite a few changes. They've got Jiju Janardhan and Fayaz Ahmed, the left-hander, into the side. That was a struggle in the last game. Their batting just not up to the scratch. So they reinforced their playing 11. Yeah, Mayank Chaudhary will play a huge role. He's that middleman that holds the batting lineup together.
Lovely to see some spectators in-house as well, watching the live action. Oh, what a beauty there from Hazrat Luqman. Pace on and swinging away.
That's one of the challenges for Saqib. Plants his feet and chases the ball. Depends a lot on hand-eye coordination. We'll see a few lusty blows for him to get the juices flowing.
Yeah, he loves to throw his bat at the ball. You're absolutely right. Likes to thrash it through point. There you go. But this time it's aerial. And in fact, it will plug in the outfield. Not quite timed. Hamid Khan cleans up after it. And they've picked up two.
Well, right on cue. Just said Ahmed Khwaja had called it. Threw his bat at the ball outside off stump, getting a thick edge. Two valuable runs. This opening pair has a big role for the vision shipping.
Well, the shot is on because that is the shorter boundary on the offside from the pavilion end. It's a leg side towards cow corner that is much, much further. So if you're going to chance your arm aerially, definitely look to go on the offside from this end. But Hazrat Luqman, well, he has that pace to trouble you. Oh, look at that flick around the corner. And that will race away for the first boundary of the night. Beautiful.
Well, all timing there, using the pace of Hazrat Luqman. Just getting his bat down on time. There's no fielder there. They have a deep square leg. Nobody at fine leg. So the first boundary of this TVSL innings, 8 for no loss in the first over.
Well, it's the new addition to the squad. Triple J, Jiju Janardhanan. Very, very classy all-rounder. Taking the new ball from the school end. And he can make the ball swing as well, Abdurrahman.
Yep. Not as pacey as Hazrat Luqman. Relies a lot on line and length and swing, as you said.
Fly slip in place as well. Oh, it's a leading edge over the point fielder. But he got enough of a connection on it to get a boundary.
Well, I do have to question this field. He might not be as quick as Hazrat Luqman, but he is quick. Where is the third man? There he is asking the question to his captain. 2 boundaries now back to back. TVSL is on the move.
Yeah, they've certainly done a disservice to him by not even giving him a deep third. Still no change in the field as far as I can see. Hazrat Luqman is still hanging around at the 30-yard rope. And Mohammad Nadeem, he's a dasher. He will not hold back. He will throw the kitchen sink and then some. Nicely bowled. Good response from Triple J.
With the field that he has, he'll have to target the stumps. He's got a long off and a deep mid-wicket. Can't give any room outside off stump to these batsmen on this field. Very interesting with the slip in place as well.
I guess they want to tempt Nadeem into that favorite shot of his, that lofted extra cover drive, and they're banking on Jiju to produce the edge. Played safely off the back foot. Harry Barwal at point. Wonderful bowler.
He did open the bowling in the last game, but that was a completely different wicket. It was a quick wicket. Couldn't make the impact. This time, IGM has reinforced their opening bowlers. Brought in Jiju Janardhanan. They still have Muhammad Zahid and Taimur Bhatti, so pace to burn.
Oh, absolutely. Those lads bowl well into the 140s. And I like this sporting pitch that we've got here at the ICC Academy, Oval number 2. It is challenging the batters of the UAE. Usually we see flat tracks, slow bounce, they just slog across the line, but no. This time you have to show your technique and quality. Once again, nicely opening the face of the blade. And it's keeping the batters honest.
Well, just talking about the pitch, as you said, it's a fresh wicket, but it's also a sporting wicket. If you get settled in, a big score is on offer. The first game, 199 runs on the board and almost chased down. Even yesterday, 188. And Midis Metal at one stage was looking like chasing it down in 18.
Oh, absolutely. Already had 2 or 3 thrillers here. Excellent bowling from Jiju. He's tied him right around his off stump. Nowhere Nadeem can go with that. And this is an excellent battle. Well, you did mention the opening day, 199 runs scored. Wajid Khan with the outstanding innings of the tournament so far, 150 not out. And Pindi Boys defenders executed a wonderful run chase a couple of nights ago as well. So a newly formed side causing upsets. Good to see some new faces making an impact in the UAE. Very good over from Jiju Janardhanan comes to an end. 12 for none. Well, right across us in the nets, very familiar sight indeed, Team India training for the Asia Cup in the background. I can certainly recognize a few lads there. I think that's Hardik Pandya working there in the middle. And good to see some local net bowlers involved as well. Having a dip at that one with the slip in place. Saqib hoping for the wide, but he hasn't gotten it.
A good decision by the umpire. It was just inside the tram line. It's swinging away after crossing the bat. That doesn't count.
And earlier this afternoon, we saw the meeting of the two icons of respective countries, Babar Azam and Virat Kohli, exchanging a few pleasantries before the 28th. What a match that's going to be. Trying to pull that away through mid-wicket and pace on there from Hazrat Luqman. Just too quick for him.
Well, I think Hazrat Luqman was aware that Saqib is going to throw the bat at it. Cranked up the pace, beat him for pace. Good delivery. But the intentions are very clear here from Saqib.
Well, good to see a Lahore Qalandars fan in the spectators. A team very close to my heart. The reigning champions of PSL, by the way, Abdur Rahman.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I was sitting right next to you when those games were going on.
Nicely tucked around the corner towards square leg. Shahnawaz Khan. Good to see him in action. Excellent middle order batter and very intelligent off spinner as well. He'll have a role to play.
Well, IGM, I think other than Yasir, Kaleem and Hamid, everyone bowls. So they have a lot of bowling options. Harry Barwal, the captain, Asif Mumtaz as well. 3 spinners, 4 pacers. Lot of options.
Oh, absolutely. A well-drilled unit. Nadeem going for a big hoik. Once again, pace on from Hazrat Luqman. He's not the kind of bowler you can treat lightly. He's got that extra gas when he needs it.
Well, it seems the intentions are to target Hazrat Luqman. They've settled down. 2 overs have gone. They know exactly what the wicket is doing. And the bowler is 1 up at the moment.
Well, the straight boundaries are very short on both sides, so even a top edge goes well over the side screen. I can understand the tactic. This time inside edge onto the pads. Once again taking liberties with the line. Not playing with a straight bat there, Nadeem.
Yeah, just going across the line. And as you were saying, those boundaries straight, very small. If you want to go hard, get the outside edge. We've seen a couple go over third man for 6 even in this tournament so far.
Sometimes it feels like we're playing right below Table Mountain in South Africa, the way the ball is flying all over the place. Wonderful setting for cricket. Bottom end of the bat, squeezed away to wide-ish mid-on, just for 1. excellent over from Lukman comes to an end. 14 for none.
Bhuvaneshwar Kumar and VVS Lakshman right behind us. Amazing setting this.
One of my favorite players from India, Venkat Sai Vengipudappu Lakshman. Absolutely magical player.
You
I
have
love to meet him.
You have pronounced it. I'd like you to try and spell that out, Ahmed Khwaja.
I can do it. Don't challenge me. Oh, inside edge. Well, nothing doing here. No momentum for TVSL so far. Both batters struggling. Mohammad Nadeem just 7 of 12. That's a big surprise.
Well, they have Jawad Ghani, who's very good against fast bowlers, and Ali Abid as well. So I do have to question this opening pair, but I think this is the regular pair, Nadeem and Saqib. Struggling just a little bit.
Jiju is bowling a wonderful spell here. Only 5 runs conceded in his 7 deliveries. For none. Well, the pressure will tell eventually on the TVSL batters. Quick single taken within the ring. Nicely done. They challenged the most, I wouldn't say the weakest fielder, but not the strongest fielder in the side.
Good awareness.
Sandy.
Good awareness from Saqib. He knew the ball was going towards Sandeep, and he's gone for that quick single. Good running between the wickets. That's one thing you can do, keep the scoreboard ticking. Don't want to play too many dot balls in the power play.
Current run rate just below 5. That can change pretty quickly. But you do need to start going after the bowlers here now. Oh, it's a top edge. Well over the keeper. And like I mentioned, it will sail away for 6.
Well, again, if you want to go hard, the result will come outside edge. And Jiju Janardhanan cannot believe his eyes. That's gone for a maximum. Safest place in the ground, right behind the wicketkeeper.
They'll take it however they come. First maximum of the evening. Will that kick Mohammad Nadeem into gear? Sometimes you just need that release shot, don't you? So Jiju will be challenged here. It will be interesting to see how he comes back into this over. Full and lofted over the mid-off, and it will trickle away down the slope. No. Nice fielding by Asif Mumtaz, scurrying to the ball.
Asif Mumtaz positioning himself at long off. That's the field that they have. Long off deep and mid-wicket deep. Good fielding there by the captain.
Yeah, he still works very hard in the field, keeps everyone on their toes, and he sets the example. Although he might be a senior statesman in the squad, he commands ultimate respect. Asif Mumtaz, wonderful leader of IGM. Oh, picked up that slower delivery and straight to the deep mid wicket. Hamid Khan didn't have to move an inch.
Well, that was the plan from the start. And it has finally worked. Slower delivery, the back of the hand. Googly, believe it or not. And he finds the fielder. IGM get the big wicket. They have the first wicket, the first breakthrough. TVSL 24 for 1 in 3.4.
New batter coming in at 3 is Ali Abid. Very, very classy player. Excellent square of the wicket. Proper technical batsman. He plays his shots and a lot of responsibility on his mature shoulders.
Well, he is one of my favorite right-handed batsmen in the UAE. I can say that. Very talented guy. As you said, strong square of the wicket. Can get very aggressive quickly as well. Switch through those gears. And he's in at number 3 in the power play.
Yeah, Mohammad Nadeem finally sent back to the dugout. Nicely bowled. Right on the money there. You could drop a sixpence there and Jiju Janardhanan will hit the spot. 24 for 1. Any day. So the skipper is still out there. Saqib Mahmood 9 of 8. Hazrat Luqman, interestingly, bowling his third over on the trot. I guess the captain has realized I have plenty of firepower. Why not let Luqman bowl out in the power play? Once again, having a dip at it. Saqib Mahmood frustrated, but it is well within the tram lines in my opinion, Abdurrahman.
Yeah, let's have a look at the replay. I think the umpire has got it right again. Just inside the tram line. Very good decision by the umpire. Not sure why Saqib is upset.
Well, he's not getting towards the ball. He's hanging back on leg stump looking for that slash over point. Hence it feels further away from him with the swing. But Luqman is absolutely on the money. That will be a wide. And Saqib Mahmood is pleased.
An acknowledgement from the batsman is all the umpire needs. Wide outside off stump. Again camped and waiting for that ball.
Yeah, it started wide and stayed there. Definitely getting the ball to talk here, Hazrat Luqman. Tall, slingy action. He's worked really hard on his fitness. Looks super trim now. Had some injury woes. Nicely glided, but straight to the gully fielder, Harry Barwal. Good field placement.
Well, absolutely. You can see there is a deep third man right behind Hamid Khan and Harry Barwal. So the plan is clear. Saqib Mahmood, 10 deliveries, just the 9 runs. When you faced all those deliveries, you have to get a move along. Can't throw his wicket away now.
Especially in the power play. Those are precious. Those 36 balls, you need to maximize those. Once again, going towards the leg side. Frustration building here for Saqib and TVSL. It's been wonderful bowling from Hazrat Luqman. Projected score, well, that's certainly not going to be enough. They need to get at least 165 if they want to challenge the mighty IGM. You still have the likes of Yasir Kaleem, Fayaz Ahmed, Hamid Khan, Sandeep Singh Sandy, Triple S coming off a low score. He'll be looking to make amends big time. It all depends on this top order for TVSL. They need to get going here, right now. Once again, just had a dip at it. And it will be given as a wide. Marginal call there.
This time the bowling side is not happy. Saqib was chasing the ball. I think that's still a good decision. The umpires are spot on.
Well, the good thing about Hazrat Luqman's game plan so far is he's not been greedy. He's not looked to bowl a magic wicket-taking delivery. Just sticking to a game plan, following his captain's instructions. This time, another hoik and no connection. It's disconnected.
4 dot balls in the over. The penultimate over of the power play. 26 runs on the board. And Saqib Mahmood is trying to get a move along, but can't get bat to ball. This must be very frustrating for TVSL.
Yeah, it certainly must be. Only 12 runs conceded in his 2.4 overs. It's a contest between Hazrat Luqman and the keeper right now. And it continues. And he's just speaking to himself. What do you do in this situation, Abdur Rahman?
Well, the easier said than done, but I would look at getting a single and getting off strike. There is no one in the circle on the leg side. There is a mid-on in place, but nobody at short square leg or short mid-wicket. Get bat on ball, get a single, get off strike. You don't want to be facing and playing out 5 dot deliveries in the power play in 1 over.
Good old-fashioned tip and run. Can't disagree with that. Oh, nicely tucked. He went even further. And straight to that D square leg. Fayaz Ahmed, there he is. Wonderful player. 27 for 1 after 5 overs. Well, now we're going to see Jiju continuing into his 3rd over and joining me in the comm box for the next passage of play. It's the man of the moment, Abid Ibrahim. Good evening, Mr. Abid, sir. How are you?
Good evening, Ahmed Khwaja. Mr. Ahmed Khwaja, perhaps. Well, it's good to see Jiju Janardhanan getting a go and playing in the mighty Interglobe Marine side. He fits there perfectly. We'll definitely miss the battle between Jiju and Sandeep Singh Sandhi.
Well, now they can continue that in the nets. It will certainly improve Sandeep's batting as well. Big hit down the ground, and it will go all the way for a mighty 6.
Well, I think he just made a room too early. There was enough chance for Jiju to strike the shorter ball. He gave him into the slot and the ball travelled outside. The ground for a maximum. Yeah, that hurts, mate.
Yeah, just missed his length by a few inches. And Saqib Mahmood powering it down the ground. Plenty of interested onlookers, plenty of families come here, bringing the young boys and girls to work out in the ICC Cricket Academy. What an incredible facility to have right at your doorstep.
They're looking for the ball to come to them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, just trying to slash that over point. Yeah, that's what you wanted to do.
That's the exactly length you need to hit. Saqib, not comfortable against short stuff. That was a back of the line delivery, swinging away from the captain of Division Shipping. He's batting and run a ball knock. I think that's just not enough, but then he's trying too hard to get some runs for the team.
And they also have a deep point in place just for that shot. Hamid Khan posted out there. Smart captaincy from Asif Mumtaz. Powered towards mid-off. That went really quickly, and in fact, they couldn't even pick up one.
Well, the problem I see with Saqib is there is no feet movement whatsoever at all. He's not moving around. He's just positioning himself and trying to hit hard with those arms. Yes, it might come in the slot and go out, but technically, that's not the correct idea to play.
Well, as this tournament is going on, of course, the UAE national side playing a very crucial encounter right now in Oman, the Asia Cup qualifiers. Oh, struck him on the pad, back of a hand, slower one. Beautifully bowled by Triple J. Just perhaps missing that leg stump there, Abid.
Oh, he's understood the batsman is not using the feet. Look at that. That was a picture perfect delivery, just going down the leg side. How unlucky Jiju Janardhan.
And with our UAE national side playing in Oman, we also have two UAE lads being named in the Big Bash League draft. Rahul Bhatia and Aryan Lakra, who's at the crease right now. Wonderful progress. And these are completely homegrown cricketers, right from their age cricket.
Yeah, the UAE product. I think surprised not to see Vrithya there. He scored a lot of runs throughout the season. So end of the power play, 34 for 1.
Well, let's take a look at the highlights of the power play. It was a sedate one for TVSL. Not really timing anything. Top edge over the keeper for 6. And this one, when they finally did latch onto what they found the fielder at cow corner. That was a beautiful hit from the captain. Read the slower one and donked it straight for 6. Current run rate of 5.7 though, as Mohammad Zahid comes into bowl. And he has that express pace. 140 plus. Must be one of the quickest bowlers in the UAE by some distance. Fantastic match winner. And it's going to be a serious challenge now outside the power play. Very interesting tactics. He usually takes the new ball. But Asif Mumtaz is just mixing it up here tonight. In swinger, just about caught his bat to it. Goodness me. That was close to rocking the off stump of Saqib Mahmood.
Saqib is struggling to get some runs for the team and for himself, but then he's occupying the crease pretty well. That was a very good delivery. And we all know that Mohammad Zahid brings the ball in sharp. Tonight, he's certainly not too quick.
Yeah, that's his stock ball, the in swinger.
I think Ali Ahmed is the right batter to face Mohammad Zahid. Saqib, because of not using a lot of feet, might get trapped in front.
Attempted Yorker, beautiful delivery from Mohammad Zahid. And Ali Abid watching it like a hawk.
Well, that was a peach of a delivery. I think that is the kind of delivery he was looking to bowl against Saqib Mahmood. I'll tell you, if he bowls that delivery to Saqib, Saqib might be in trouble.
Excellent pace on that one. Look at that. Right on the money. Get your toes out of the way and use your willow. And what a way to get off the mark for Ali Abid. This time it will be a touch wide. Forgiven by the umpire because Saqib Mahmood, he moved from his stationary position. I think that's a very good call.
Well, that trump line is just for the guidance. It's completely umpire's call. I don't see any problem with the delivery. Saqib just made a lot of room for himself. And I think it's inviting the bowler, pardon me, to hit the wicket.
And of course, the new rules delegate that it will be judged by the batter's position in the delivery stride. Well, that one, absolutely no doubt. That's a big wide.
I see a problem with the Zahid where he's trying to take the ball away from the right-hander. And that is no reason to do that. You're doing a fantastic job by bringing those balls in. Stay with your stock deliveries. I think you'll be rewarded with the wicket, the way Saqib is struggling in the center.
outside, off stump. Beautiful delivery once again. And he was on the move. He was shuffling around. He's very lucky he didn't nick off there to Yasir Kaleem.
Yeah, look at that. Too late to bring the bat in front and really moved on the time. It took a while for him to come on the line of the ball. So clearly Saqib is hungry for runs and is just around. And the problem is he's facing a lot of deliveries, a lot of strike to Saqib Mahmood Ali, not getting enough.
Once again, shifting around in the crease. So the extras have been regular contributors for TVSL. Perhaps just lacking rhythm here, Mohammad Zahid. .38 for 1. The power play has been done and dusted. They need somebody to pick up the momentum of this first innings. Big swish at that one. That was pace on. 140 plus from Mohammad Zahid. Excellent over from him comes to an end. Only 4 off it. 38 for 1. Well, there you can see the TVSL dugout looking slightly concerned with the current run rate just 5.4. But they have plenty of talent in there. The likes of Sajjad Malook, Fayaz Ahmed, Nasir Faraz has been drafted into the side. Very talented batter from KPK in Pakistan in the northern regions. Shahnawaz Khan, very talented off spinner, coming into bowl from the school end. Firmly struck by Ali Abid. That's a beautiful hit. Elegance and class personified. Look at that flow of the blade here, Abid. Glorious.
Yeah, that's what you need. Strike. Look at that. Beautifully passed and calculated risk has been taken. That was absolutely in the center of the gap. Great hit from Ali Abid. That's what the team division need now. They need Ali Abid to be more on strike more often than not. They lost their first wicket, but on the recovery mode, they did well to recover. So Mumtaz is himself is yet to come to bowl. Flighted, lofted, now that missed an opportunity, I think, or just fall in front of the captain.
Yeah, I think he got a bad bounce there. Although it's a very pristine outfield, just sometimes hits a divot or two. Trying to cut that away. Well, Saqib Mahmood needs to make a decision here. Either has to go big or go out. 17 of 25 is not helping the cause of the team. They have a very deep batting lineup. They like to play with a lot of all-rounders. Inside edge. Nicely mixing it up here, Shahnawaz. Very intelligent bowler. Bowls a lovely top spinner as well.
There's nothing wrong with that delivery which went for 4. Oh, troubled him. Well, hardly seen a knock from the captain who's conceded 26 deliveries.
Yeah, just hitting him outside the line there, I reckon. There was that top spinner going straight on with the arm. Excellent bowling.
I see only the impact maybe outside the line. Was just hitting the stumps. Good umpiring from Asif.
Steps out and belts it straight. There is a long off in place. So he's taking too long to rotate the strike, and when he does make a connection, only dealing in singles.
And I see a lot of frustration in Saqib. Well, that brings the over to an end. 8 gone, 44 for 1.
Zahid continues. Once again, pacey delivery. Well outside off. That has been the clear game plan from IGM. They haven't tried to search for wickets. Just bowl well outside off and make the ball talk.
I just wonder why Zahid is bowling right now. I think he should be bowling the death overs. Or maybe to bring him in after 10 overs would have been different. Maybe the captain thinking the ball is new and containing runs.
In swinger, he followed Saqib there. Look at the movement on that one. And it's hit his pad so hard, it's gone all the way to mid-on.
Well, I see Zahid as a wicket taker. I don't see him containing runs. So, Asif Mumtaz right now operating him as a runs container.
Yeah, they certainly haven't been overly aggressive with their lines. Been content just to bowl dry, bowl dots, build up that scoreboard pressure. Oh, goodness me, what a peach of a delivery from Mohammad Zahid. That cut Ali Abid in half.
Look at the delivery. Absolutely Jaffa. Great and swinging delivery that missed the bat and the stumps. He's surprised. We all surprised that. Great delivery.
He needs to count himself. Very lucky there, Ali Abid, that didn't clip his middle and leg stump. When he's on the money, Mohammad Zahid, he is absolutely unplayable. Fantastic bowler.
Yeah, the target is to get Ali Abid out. Oh, excellent. That kept low. So the wicket is playing its part well.
And we are playing our part as well. The commentary box. Abdur Rahman Tariq, enthusiastic as ever. He's basically an overgrown child.
Well, one more UAE grown boy. Not a boy anymore.
Yeah, that beard has started to go grey now.
Oh yeah, they got plenty.
Oh, look at that. Jagging in once again. Hit him in the midriff there.
I'm not sure when it hit the wicket. That took a huge in swing. Hitting the midriff. Excellent delivery from Zahid.
Well, that's what I was talking about with Abdur Rahman as well. Abid, we usually see very flat tracks, low bounce, turners in the UAE. But because it's early in the season, we're seeing these grassy wickets. And I, for one, am really enjoying the fast bowlers dominating for once.
I haven't seen this wicket play its part much. But certainly looked nice. Oh, this one coming under the willow and goes up in the air and bounces right in front of the two.
Well, it bisected the fielders to perfection. Hazrat Lukman and Sandeep Singh Sandy just beyond the two of them. Another steady over from Mohammad Zahid. 48 for 1 after 9. Shahnawaz Khan continues. Big sweep, he's missed it. And it's been given.
Well, undoubtful. That is plumb in front. That's hitting the wicket. Pitching in line. Hitting stumps. And a big wicket. Ali Abid. That would certainly hurt the team, the Vision Shipping. And Asif Mumtaz would be delighted to see the back of this man who could really do well. But just tonight, scoring 6 of 9 deliveries. It's 48 for 2.
Well, there you can see King Kohli himself. He's just to our right. And, well, you have to keep your distance. The fans, we still have those COVID protocols. Wonderful to see him. Absolutely brilliant. What a player. He's been under a bit of pressure. But now is the time. Absolutely sensational scenes here at the ICC Cricket Academy. Working hard. And now, action. It's only about 4 days away, Abid. You're jumping out of your seats already.
Well, I'm just thinking, Onaib and his partner really, that would be a long walk for this champion. Every time you need to take the selfie and the pictures. Wow, what a great human being he is. King Kohli, for a reason.
Absolutely giving times to the fans. He's just had a very long net session. They've been here since about 6 p.m. It's 8:45. So they've really put the hard yards in. They just landed earlier today, straight into the nets of the ICC Cricket Academy. And they're gunning for the 8th Asia Cup title.
Oh, yes, indeed. The hard work, I've seen them working hard.
Nasir Faraz, talented young batter, coming in at number 4. Good addition to the TVSL squad. He's a clean striker of the ball.
I could easily say that this young man got a plenty of way to go. Nasir Faraz. I've seen him playing clinical knocks. I've seen him middling the ball well. He's got that stylish, and he's pretty much fit to play. A perfect number for him, coming in number 4.
Quick single taken within the circle. That will bring up the 50 for TVSL, but it's been a laborious effort. 9.5 overs, Abid.
Yeah, 50 coming up, but a little late here. I doubt that 150 mark looking beyond that reach unless a batter from the team Vision plays a miraculous knock.
Nicely glided. Oh, wonderful fielding. Sandeep Singh Sandy. Well, that's a rare sight. Him throwing himself about.
Let me tell you, he's a wicket keeper himself. Look at that. He's all charged. Yeah, man. Excellent efforts.
Well, he's earning his wages tonight, working hard in the field, and looking forward to seeing him with the bat. Destructive opener. Excellent bowling, Shahnawaz Khan. He's been right on the money.
Well, I see a problem of 32 deliveries and 21 runs from Saqib. He's taking a lot of time. I think he should take the charge.
Oh, this has struck him in front. Not given by Asif Iqbal. Perhaps the height could have been an issue. But Shahnawaz, another brilliant over. Let's take a look here.
Well, that might be drifting down the leg. Spot on, Asif. Excellent decision there. And halfway through, 51 for 2. Well, it's time for the change in the comm box. Joining me is Abdur Rahman Tariq. Welcome back, Abdur Rahman.
Thank you, Abid Ibrahim. Ahmed Khwaja gets a well-deserved dinner break.
Oh, so he'll take time to come back. Well, it's glad to be back with you. It's been a while. that we have witnessed the game together.
Yes, absolutely. Been a very long time. This game is simmering nicely.
But I think the plan is to keep Saqib Mahmood more on strike because they see him struggling around to get some runs. I think he should charge and maybe using his feet coming down the track could benefit his side. He's taken enough time. It's time for him to spark some runs.
Well, the challenge here, Abid, is that he's faced so many deliveries. Just don't want to throw his wicket away. Big appeal. Huge appeal. Given his leg buys. That's the challenge right there for him. Think just going down the leg side was an arm ball. But a very convincing appeal from Yasir Kaleem behind the stumps.
Yeah, he knew it. That was drifting down the leg side, definitely. Oh, that's a very risky shot to play while the ball is coming onto the wicket, and we all know that Harry can bowl those arm delivery very well predicted.
Well, shows the supreme confidence of this lad. Bat and front pad very close. No gap there for the bowler. He finds the middle of the bat. That's the important thing. Charges down the track, and this time he's stumped. Well, the captain, facing 35 deliveries, scoring only 21 runs, has charged down the track, missed the ball completely, and Yasir Kaleem does the rest.
Well, unlucky this time the ball was turning away from the right-hander, and it was a perfect delivery to dismiss the captain. Yasir Kaleem, without wasting any moment behind the stumps, takes the bails off, and that's a big walk for the captain. 36 deliveries to score only 21, a 50-run strike rate is not a good on any day. It's 54 for 3 now.
New batsman walking in, the dangerous Jawad Ghani. He is a very good timer of the ball. Would have loved to see him in the power play against the Pacers. This is a different challenge now. Harry Barwal on top.
Down the leg side, that's up in the air. No fielder getting underneath. First delivery, gone for a maximum. Welcome, Jawad Ghani.
Well, this is what they were missing. Again, getting a good piece of the willow on that ball. Towards mid-wicket, there was a fielder. He's taken him on and gotten a maximum. What a way to get off the mark. 60 for the loss of 3 wickets in 11 overs.
Well, a very good delivery and a very good fielding onto the follow-through. Shahnawaz Faisal Khan.
Shahnawaz, a key all-rounder for this IGM setup. Again, quick delivery. The arm ball not turning as much as the batsman was expecting. Nasir Faraz, 4 runs for his 7 deliveries so far.
Well, I had a word with the captain at the toss. Oh, that's cut away and fielded well by Harry. So that's the important thing. I think that makes a difference while the team likes of IGM, they put extra effort in the field.
Loopy. Off spinner attempted, wide given. And Abid, this was the challenge in that first game against 7 districts. Their fielding was very poor, and that's why they gave the match away. Looked like a charge unit now. Oh, that was very close. A direct hit would have had him.
Indeed. That was a risky run to take, but Jawad wanted strike. Oh, I'm not sure. At times he's not gaining any turn. At times you see Shahnawaz huge turn.
The loopy delivery is the one that turns quite a bit. The quicker, flatter one, not as much. Again, very well bowled by Shahnawaz. This is a good over. Still one delivery to go. It was a wide in the middle. Just 2 runs conceded so far.
He'll be looking that final delivery to go well. Up against Jawad Ghani, who just announced himself with a maximum.
Hit straight down the ground. Just a single. Another good over comes to the end. TVSL 63 for the loss of 3 wickets in 12 overs. With 8 overs to go, they have to get a move along.
Between the umpire, Hari Barwal, Jawad charges up in the air. Could be a chance. Fielder underneath, it takes the catch. It's Sandeep Singh Sandy. And the man could not deliver tonight is Jawad Ghani.
Well, one shot too many. Again, loopy delivery, but turned away from the batsman. Couldn't get to the middle of it. And Sandeep Singh Sandy, wicket keeper by trade, but he's a safe pair in the outfield as well. Easy catch. Another wicket falls for TVSL. 63 for 4 now. And the new batsman walking in. This is a stylish, dangerous left-hander for Fayaz Ahmed. Ex-UAE all-rounder. Just getting some repair work done quickly on his bat. And if you're tuning in and following the match, UAE versus Hong Kong, UAE is batting first, have scored 75 runs in their 11 overs. The qualification scenario is if they cross 150, they need to win by a big margin, 56-run margin. So wishing the men in grey all the best. This time, Nasir Faraz cuts it hard. Jiju Janardhanan patrolling the cover field, and they get 2. Good running between the wickets.
But it's also important to balance your team when you're just starting the season. So you see a player shuffling around here. So as a team owner, it's very important to see the man who can deliver and adjust in your line. So over here, picking Jiju, I think that is something which IGM wanted, all-rounder.
Well, they are missing 3 of their top 3 batsmen. As Nasir Faraz plays it to cover for a dot ball. Basil, Hamid, Rizwan, CP and Asif Khan, all 3 missing. Those are big shoes to fill. So I think Jiju Janardhanan is probably one of those who has a size 13 boot that can fill it nicely.
Well, I see both the IGM players playing for the national side right now. And a huge task. Oh, what a delivery. What an arm ball. Missed everything. Goes for single.
Well, the batsman, the bowler and the wicketkeeper had no clue. Very, very lucky. Nasir Faraz could have chopped it onto his stumps. In the end, they get a bye.
Well, how to play a batter like well, how to play a bowler like Harry Barwal who turns the ball and brings the ball in. You need to be very watchful. It's very hard to pick his hand.
And quicker delivery. And Abid, just to answer your question, so what I've learned sitting outside, because I can't do that on the wicket at least, is when the left arm spinner is tossing the ball up, bowling a bit slower, he's trying to turn the ball. And just like that, if it's a short, quick delivery, it's not going to turn. And this is another big wicket. Fayaz Ahmed fails.
Well, the pressure was mounting and the ball gets away from the left-hander. Epic delivery to get a big wicket. Now that's a huge wicket. The experience. Fayaz Ahmed walks out without troubling the scorer. He scores duck.
At the end of over number 13, TVSL 66 for 5 in a lot of trouble. There you can see the men in blue walking out after a 3-hour training session. The captain, Rohit Sharma, right there, guiding his troops back to the team bus. Exciting days ahead of us here in the UAE. Easily the hub of international cricket at the moment.
Well, I think players themselves love to be here around. What a facilities we have here. The hitman, the captain of Indian side. I think it's not an easy to lead any side, but then being a captain of a champion side like India is itself a big challenge for him.
Well, absolutely. Shahnawaz continues, bowling his 4th over on the trot, so he's going to finish his spell. Just on Rohit Sharma, he is the most successful captain in IPL history as well. So he does bring that leadership pedigree.
Yeah, I just still remember that over 200 runs that he scored. Flawless knock, that was. Coming in is Waheed Ahmed, the brother of Fayaz Ahmed. You can count on him. It is a beautiful shot.
Well, hit very hard. Passing the cover fielder, Harry Barwal at deep cover, doing really well. Just keeping it to 2. So Waheed Ahmed gets off the mark. Another talented batsman here in the domestic circuit. It's good to see TVSL giving these players the opportunity to perform on such a big platform. The SkyExchange.net ICC Academy Summer Cup 2022, powered by Fan Code. Cuts it hard. Sandeep Singh Sandy was at point, couldn't stop it. Harry Barwal has a lot of work to do. He's just bowled an over, and after that, he's had to chase the ball on the boundary.
Looking at the situation, Nasir has witnessed a lot of partners there down. Makes room. It gets the inner edge of the bowler. And that will be cut down from the boundary line by Zahid. Excellent fielding.
Really well done by the fast bowler. He's not just quick with the ball, he's also quick when covering the grass. He's done really well. That ball was racing away after getting the inside edge.
All these players work out a lot there. Oh, a lot of going and trying to make room and cut the ball. You hardly get a chance. I think the office usually try the batsman to play a cut shot against them. That's what Waheed Ahmed is giving him.
Well, again, attempted cut, missing it. This has been the story of the TVSL batting. 73 for 5 now at the end of 14. A bowling change. Jiju Janardhanan coming in from the pavilion end. Oh, that slower delivery. Unplayable.
What we've seen is a lot of deliveries, missing stumps, and that was back of the hand delivery, just taking enough. The cutter, the leg cutter, it went the other way around, turned it in, just missed the stumps by inches. Lucky Nasir Faraz. And also he's not playing a convincing knock. Cut away. I find the fielder. That same story continues. They're trying for two. That's a good running now.
We have fresh legs, both batsmen. Nasir Faraz young. And Wahid Ahmed just in the crease. So if you can't get the boundaries, at least keep the running between the wickets quick.
I think this is the time where you need to switch and try to play those singles and doubles a lot, where you can hit the ball in the last 3 or 2 overs.
Well, Abid, they've been trying to hit the ball for the last 14 overs and they're not succeeded. I don't think that plan is going to work in the last 3 or 4. Again, a single taken. So just the singles and doubles coming. I don't think there has been a boundary in the last 4 or 5 overs, if I can remember.
Yeah, the last 6 was hit by Jawad Ghani. There was no supply at all after that. It's been exceptional bowling there from Hairi Bharwal, who's just ran through the middle order of division shipping. They would be really concerned now to post 120 at least.
This time it was the poor line from Jiju Janardhanan, and Wahid Ahmed was waiting for it. The slower delivery back of the hand again. Gets a bit of bat on it, beats the short fine leg fielder and gets a crucial boundary.
Well, there you go. You asked for one. You got a boundary at least. Not so convincing, but I think that will help and boost the confidence of Wahid Ahmed. At least getting some boundary is very important.
But they do have some big hitters. Sajjad Malook, Shahbaz Ali, the wicketkeeper Umar Rashid.
I'm surprised not to see Sajjad Malook coming in. Oh, a slower one. Advanced and gone.
And the ball kept a bit low. Jiju Janardhanan learning from his mistake. This time a seam up delivery. Hitting the top of off. 7th wicket goes down now. 80 on the board. TVSL in a lot of trouble. Last delivery of the 15th over. Jiju Janardhanan again hits the bat hard. A dot ball to finish the over. With 5 to go, TVSL are 80 for the loss of 6 wickets. A change in bowling and a change in voices. Ahmed Khwaja, after his supper and dinner break, comes back into the comm box.
Thank you, Abdurrahman. I only wish. Oh, steps out there. Saw him moving around in the crease. Excellent bowling, Hari Barwal. Very canny bowler. Look at that, 3 for 11 on the night. He's had a good night out.
Well, Ahmed, with 5 more overs to go, what do you think TVSL would be targeting at this stage? That 160, 170 mark is definitely out of the window.
Oh, another top edge. Yasir Kaleem. Oh, just out of his reach. Just couldn't get there. And I think that hockey mask, that baseball mask that he's wearing, impeded his vision.
I think so. Was always going away from him. But as you said, I don't think you get the right vision with that hockey mask.
Well, he is playing against vision shipping. There's a pun there or a dad joke there somewhere.
Very well caught, Ahmed Khwaja. Very well caught.
Flighted and belted towards that wideish long on region. Hamid Khan manning that area. So they just never did get into the game. Jawad Ghani looked threatening for a while, but after the loss of his wicket, it's all gone back to the same.
Well, again, that power play. Not a lot of runs coming, too many dot balls. Somebody like Jawad Ghani in the power play would have loved that pace on the ball.
Oh, that could have been a stumping chance. Quicker one. Given as a wide, but Hari Barwal applauding the keeper, but I think that's a chance gone begging.
You have to be very cruel to call that a chance. That was beating the batsman. The keeper is blinded as well. The plan was there.
Well, it is Yasir Kaleem after all. We have the highest of standards for him. Outstanding player. Shehbaz Ali, toe end of the bat. And a wonderful catch taken there. Goodness me, what an effort. Mayank Chaudhary with the stunner.
Well, Ahmed Khwaja, you can put this down as the catch of the tournament so far. Brilliant effort by Mayank Chaudhary. Again, a keeper by trade, but he's done well in the outfield. Shehbaz Ali has to walk back. 84 for 7 now, TVSL. Well, the wicket keeper, Umar Ashad, comes in. He'll be at the non-striker end. Hari Barwal, 4 wickets to his name. And he still has an over up his sleeve. Can he get that fifer?
Vicious armor there. Hari Barwal almost snuck through. Just got his bat down in time, Nasif Faraz. He is a clean striker of the ball. Don't go on that strike rate. And they desperately need someone to come to the party. This man certainly has outstanding bowling.
"16 runs conceded is his 2.5, and one of them was a maximum from Jawad Ghani. So in his 3 overs, 16 runs conceded, 4 wickets for Hari Barwal, 85 for 7 now at the end of 16.
Well, it's going to be Mohammad Zahid back into the attack. 2 overs up his sleeve from the academy end. All sorts of trouble, TVSL. Nasir Faraz is still out there though, giving them some hope. That in-dipper once again. He's so tough to play. And those projected scores are looking pretty miserable here, Abdurrahman.
118. They'll take it. TVSL, I don't think is going to be good enough. That man on your screen, Asif Mumtaz, hasn't bowled a single over in this innings.
Well, he tends to do that. Doesn't bowl regularly. He usually steps up in the big matches, in the tough overs, sometimes in the power play, or when there's a batsman on the rampage. He likes to take his team along with him rather than be at the forefront. Bowled him. That is Mohammad Zahid at his glorious best.
Unplayable. Pace, swing, top of middle stump, the perfect fast bowler's delivery. Omar Arshad had no clue what was coming at him.
Well, that is comprehensively bowled if there ever was. Omar Arshad gone for a duck. 86 for 8. New batter coming in at 10 is Sajjad Muluk. Fast bowling all-rounder. He can certainly wield the long willow. Mohammad Zahid gets his first wicket of the night with an absolute beauty. Hissing in off the deck. Pacey delivery. No chance for Omar Arshad. And they'll be looking to clean them up early here. Oh, sliced leading edge. Was beyond his reach. But that was certainly a very streaky way to get off the mark.
Well, this is the first game for TVSL. They'll have to go back to the drawing board, especially for their batting order. Sajjad Muluk devastating against the spinners. Against the fast bowler struggles just a bit, and you can see why.
Yeah, right off the sticker there. He's been absolutely on the money tonight, Mohammad Zahid. Outside edge, no chance for the third man. It was only about 6 to 7 yards to his left, and Jiju gave up on it. Streaky boundary.
Well, it came in at 140 and left the bat at 150. That's how quick Colonel Zahid is bowling.
Yeah, Nasir Faraz just throwing his hands at the ball. For once, the line was a bit errant, and he just about crawls into the 20s. They need him to play something special, something out of his skin tonight. Good looking punch there. That went racing to mid-off, and that's the talent this young man has.
Yep, middled it, but there was a fielder in the circle. Asif Mumtaz. Aggressive field for the fast bowler. Just a single though. 92 on the board.
And we just saw earlier the Indian team departing after a very long practice session, well over 3 hours, putting in the hard yards. Once again, that inducker targeting the body of Sajjad Muluk, not giving him any room. Successful over for IGM then, 93 for 8. of batting. WhatsApp करना. Harry Barwal back into the attack, looking for his fifer, and he certainly deserved it. Look at that, slower in the air, and definite turn off the deck as well.
The 18th over, and a spinner bowling that, rare sight, but again that fifer in the play.
That was the quick armour, denying him room. Sajjad Malook was winding up to launch it into oval number 1, perhaps, into the nets. But Team India has departed, so no reasons to be concerned. Oh yes, he threw it up above the batter's eye line, and you knew he would take a chance.
Well, again, that slower, loopy delivery is the one that turns away. The quicker arm ball, hardly any turn.
Super talented spinner Harry Barwal. He's been a mainstay of this IGM side for good reason. Stepping away and just hitting it straight, at least rotating the strike. Oh, and there are overthrows here. Lackadaisical in the field. And Asif Mumtaz will not be amused.
This was a problem in the last game for IGM as well. Gave away overthrows, just taking it easy. No matter what score TVSL put, you have to chase it down. They've already been part of one unsuccessful run chase.
Very true indeed. This time Sajjad Malook has connected. And that's way, way back. 100 up for TVSL.
What a way to bring up the 100. This is what I was talking about, Ahmed. Sajjad devastating against the spinners. They let Shahnawaz Khan bowl 4 overs. They let Harry Barwal bowl 3 on the trot. He would have made the difference had he come in at that time. He can still make a difference. There's still 2.5 overs to go.
Yeah, using his reach, getting right to the pitch of the ball, and he's well built. They certainly need a couple more of those, if not more. Just have 2.3, 2.2 overs to go. 14 deliveries. Can they get up to about 135, 140? Difficult task, but certainly possible at this ground.
There is 1 over of Mohammad Zahid yet to come. Be a tough ask taking him for 14, 15 runs in the over.
Yeah, most certainly easier said than done. 4 for 25 on the day, Harry. We're just trying to recover the ball. It's gone a fair way back. And in fact, we'll get a new one from the match referee. Here it comes.
Again, loopy delivery outside off stump. Sajjad Malook is targeting just one area.
Well, Harry Barwal is targeting one area as well, the stumps. One delivery left to get his fifer. And he won't get it. Swung away towards deepish cow corner for 1. But still a wonderful effort from the left arm tweaker. 103 for 8. Mohammad Zahid to bowl out here. Perhaps just losing his run of 1 for 13 on the day. He's been absolutely untouchable. But it is the penultimate over. Funnier things have happened, Abdurrahman.
Well, we've seen Mohammad Zahid go for a few runs in the day. That pace sometimes goes against him. An outside edge, going for 6 or 4, will move the momentum towards TVSL.
Cut away straight to extra. They will pick up one. That's the right approach, Sajjad Malook. Feed the strike to the set batter. Nasif Faraz, can he nail a few maximums here? Just like Zawar Fareed is doing in Oman right now. 130 for 5 for those who are interested. I'm sure plenty here are interested as the UAE are battling to reach the Asia Cup.
Well, cricket happening all around us. It's going to get even more exciting in a couple of days.
Short ball, that's well short. Umpire thinking about it. And it's been given as 1 for the over. That looked touch and go. Given as a wide, in fact. Or should it be? Let's take a look at the replay.
The batsman is calling for it. The dugout is calling for it.
Yeah, that was well wide. I think they slipped one through the net there. 22 of 24. Well, this is going to be pitched up, Nasif Faraz. Are you ready for it? Oh, bowled outside off. Given as a wide this time. Well, that was pretty close as well. Yeah, beyond the tram lines. Spot on. 105 for 8. I think Interglobe Marine, considering it is the group of death, pardon me, as you mentioned, Abdurrahman, they would like that net run rate boost. They don't want to be chasing too much.
Well, absolutely. But they'll have to get that first win under the belt as well. Again, wide outside off stump. Again, given as wide. This is the problem with Mohammad Zahid. Sometimes just loses his radar and gives away too many extras.
They're trying to bowl a bit too quick there. It does get pretty muggy out there, pretty humid. You perspire quite heavily, perhaps losing grip on the ball. It's happened a fair few times for him tonight, so he must be experimenting with something that hasn't quite come off. It's still early in the season. This has been towed over the point fielder. There is a deep third in place, and they'll get a couple.
Better delivery. They're looking for 3. An overthrow. Jiju Janardhanan. Very poor effort from the deep third man fielder. Throwing it in no man's land. And the batsmen were ready. Good running between the wickets.
Yeah, good game awareness there from Sajjad and Nasif Faraz. Trying to eke out anything that is on offer. They'll certainly take one extra run. Still 9 deliveries to go. 135 does look possible here. But they'll need something special. Perhaps from this man. Oh, that's a short one again. And this time it's a no ball. Yes, it's one too many. And we all know what that means. Free hit coming up.
Well, the bowler is the only one to blame here. He's already bowled a short ball. Yasir Kaleem from behind the stumps is telling him, what are you doing? You can't bowl a bouncer. And now a batsman will get a free hit.
He just seems to be ticking. Perhaps a bit frustrated with his inability to control that delivery. He's trying to develop. Free hit for Sajjad Malook. He's read it, but just not quite connecting. And they'll only get one, so that's a good free hit delivery.
Yeah, slower one. A rare sight when Mohammad Zahid is bowling. I think in the death, sometimes you need to vary your pace. If you're not getting those yorkers right, the change of pace is very important.
Oh, absolutely. Variation is the name of the game in T20. And he's mixing it up a bit too much, perhaps. 1 for 21 on the day. He was pretty economical in his earlier overs. Oh, sliced away once again. And over deep third for 6.
Right at the beginning of the over, I did mention something like this could help TVSL. Slot delivery, threw his bat at it. Nasir Faraz. And believe it or not, he gets a maximum over third man. This is an expensive over. It's a long over.
Yeah, those straight boundaries. Just not in the bowler's favors here. Genuine outside edge. Carried all the way for 6. Nasir Faraz moves into the 30s. Can he get one more? For good measure, why not?
Mohammad Zahid looks exhausted. Nobody to blame but himself. Bowled 3 extra deliveries in the over so far.
Smashed over point. Beautiful hit. But straight to the fielder. And can you believe it? He's got a wicket off the worst delivery of the over. Short and wide and straight to deep cover.
Well, again, the pace this time working in his favor. Straight to the fielder. No mistake. Ends his spell with a wicket. An expensive over comes to an end. 117 for the loss of 9 wickets now TVSL.
So it's going to be the left arm seamer Irad Ali coming in at number 11, not on strike. Hazrat Luqman to bowl the final over. Can they bowl them out here? Oh, once again the wides, the extras have contributed healthily for TVSL.
Well, a 10-run over here would get them to 128. I think that 130 mark would be a mental barrier TVSL wants to cross. And these extras are definitely helping.
Short ball. Well, Sajjad Malook, you've missed out there. You could have cracked that over point. Tried to swing it on the leg side once again.
Well, if you've played with Sajjad Malook, you'll know that's his style. Clears his front leg, goes downtown, goes towards mid-wicket. I've hardly seen him hit a boundary through the offside.
Yeah, very much a tennis ball cricket style of batting. This one will be a wide. Well, now the extras are piling up and the over rate will be a concern for Asif Mumtaz.
Well, Asif Mumtaz was in a bit of trouble in the last game when he played the 3 fast bowlers. He was under a lot of pressure from the match referee. They're keeping a close eye on the over rate.
Yeah, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, a stickler for the rules and rightly so. This time smacked over extra and it will hit the fence. He read that shorter delivery like a book and gets a priceless boundary.
Well, he's done well here, Sajjad Malook. This time gets a lot of bat on that. Over extra cover. This is a crucial boundary. 123 now TVSL. They need a few more runs here to make a match out of this.
Yeah, Hazrat Luqman needs to pitch the ball very full or very short. Not that in-between length. Much shorter here, tucked away towards the leg side. And they're going to push for 2, pick it up quite easily. Hamid Khan, that's the bigger boundary. So some momentum being gained here by the men in red and blue. Precious momentum. Just get something to defend. Like Abdurrahman mentioned, 135 could be a useful score on this sporting deck. Some early wickets and IGM could be under pressure. Hit hard, hit straight. No mistake made. They're pushing for 2. Oh, that direct hit would have had them all out. Just missed.
While Hazrat Uthman, I do feel he could have collected the ball and still run out the batsman. Let's have a look at the replay. Jiju Janardhanan struggling with his throws once again. He was out by a long way.
Very close indeed. 2 deliveries to go, 127 on the board. Sajjad Malook has played a handy cameo of 20. Hit hard, hit straight. Once again, Jiju in action. Brilliant fielding. And this time, oh, Hazrat Luqman, have you missed it? Have you fluffed it? I think you just might have here, Abdurrahman.
Yeah, I think he's missed the stumps and the batsman has hit the stump with his bat. That's why the bail is on the ground, but no appeal for run out. 129 now on the board, Ahmed.
Been a good fight back by the middle over order. Thanks to Nasir Faraz, Sajjad Malook chipping in. Final delivery of the first innings then. And it's been hit straight to extra cover. So TVSL have been bowled out in the allotted 20 overs. Hazrat Luqman gets a wicket to his name.
Well, he's deserved it. Hazrat Luqman, slower delivery. And Fayaz Ahmed at cover takes an easy catch. So TVSL all out in their allotted 20 overs, 129 on the board.
So there is the sad story for TVSL. They just didn't pick up any momentum in the power play. It was a slow start, lost regular wickets. Harry Barwal, the standout performer with a 4 for on the day. Mohammad Zahid, Hazrat Luqman, all chipping in. Shah Nawaz bowled beautifully as well. A good all-round bowling performance from the men in blue. And it's not a big target to chase, but like Abdurrahman mentioned, they do have the jitters from their first match. It will be playing on their mind. Let's see how they can cope in the second innings.
Well, absolutely winning the toss, electing to field first and restricting TVSL to 129. At one stage we were questioning if they would even get to 110. Then a cameo from Sajjad Malook and Nasir Faraz helping them get to 129, which means IGM will need 130 runs to put the first 2 points on the board.
So that is the batting scorecard then. Very slow start by the captain, 21 of 36. Mohammad Nadeem, 15 of 15. Nasir Faraz, 31 of 27. And Sajjad Malook, 22 of 17. The only batters who made any impression. That middle order got blown away by Harry Barwal and Jiju Janardhanan combined. Very excellent, disciplined bowling using the deck to their advantage.
Absolutely. Nasir Faraz 31, Sajjad Malook 20 odd runs, and then that's the bowling card. Look at those economy rates. Nobody going at even 7 and over. Harry Barwal, the pick of the bowlers, 4 wickets, 26 runs. Zahid and Jiju picking up 2 wickets each. Exactly 27 runs conceded between the two of them. 17 extras and bulk of them coming in the last 2 overs. So 129 is what TVSL could muster up in their 20 overs.
Well, that bottom left, the 17 extras like you mentioned, that will be a concern for Asif Mumtaz. If you subtract those, this could have been an even more dire situation for TVSL. 130 the target then in the allotted 20 overs. Just a required run rate of 6.5. Shouldn't be too troubling with the batting firepower they've got. But like we saw in the first game for IGM, chasing has not quite suited them at the ICC Academy Oval number 2. Well, let's take a look at some of the highlights then. Hazrat Luqman nicely tucked away by Saqib Mahmood. Mohammad Nadeem with the leading edge that travelled all the way for 4. Genuine top edge over the keeper for 6. But then when he did time something, he found the fielder at cow corner, Abdurrahman.
Absolutely. Saqib tried hard to get some runs, but just couldn't get moving. Ali Abid given LBW, that was a big wicket. And Saqib just charging down the track. Jawad Ghani hitting a 6 and then getting out to Harry Barwal. Sandeep Singh Sandhi taking an easy catch, and that's thumping. Brilliant work by Yasir Kaleem behind the stumps.
Yeah, they just completely lost momentum with the lower order, trying expansive shots, not coming off against the quality spin. And look at that catch from Mayank Chaudhary. That was a screamer from Mohammad Zahid. Then Nasif Faraz and Sajjad Malook threw their bat, and it paid off for a certain extent. That was a top edge, gone over third for 6, and then he nailed one straight to deep cover, and that was belted hard over extra. And then the final dismissal straight to Fayaz Ahmed at extra cover. So 130 runs is the target for IGM. We'll take a short break and be right back for the run chase. Stay tuned.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the second innings of this crucial encounter between TVSL and Interglobe Marine. We're here live from the ICC Academy Ovals for the SkyExchange.net ICC Academy Summer Cup 2022, powered by Fan Code. The two umpires walking into the middle along with the openers for Interglobe Marine. Sandeep Singh Sandy, the big unit, failed in the last game. First delivery got hit on the helmet. The helmet crashed into the stumps. And the other opener, well, he had a good day out. Hamid Khan scored 60 odd runs before he was run out. As I'm joined in the comm box, my very good friend Abid Ibrahim. Abid,
Thank you very much.
welcome. You can have the juice. It's all
thank
right.
you so much. You seem to be in a hurry. Well, I think we all need to be geared up because we'll have two openers down there in the center. Two hard-hitting batsmen who love to strike the ball, and a very, very good time for them to strike because it's not a very much big total on board, 130 chaseable, yes, but you still have a chance if you pick up a couple of wickets here, especially Sandeep Singh Sandy. That is Hamidullah Khan for you. Very good average in a strike rate. You can see that.
Yeah, that strike rate, 207. He was the only player to get going in that run chase. As the captain of TVSL takes the ball in hand as well. Opens the bowling, opens the batting. Would want to settle this game quickly. Saqib as well. Maybe get a couple of wickets early in the power play. Exactly how Interglobe Marine put the brakes on the TVSL batting. Here we go.
Strange field there. To start, there is two slips. The first one is a bit too away. I doubt that ball will carry all the way. We nix it with the pace of Saqib Mahmood.
He's backing himself to get an outside edge. It's not just the ball carrying off the edge, Abid. These batsmen, both of them, hit the ball so hard that the ball goes flying towards the fielders. Sandeep Singh Sandy, as I said, first ball duck, a rare sight. But that wicket was a rare sight as well. The ball hitting his helmet, the strap coming off, and the helmet hitting the stumps.
Yeah, that was unlucky dismissal for him. Sandy usually amongst the runs. He had a fantastic season. The previous one. This is a new beginning of the season. Not an ideal start at the beginning, but he should now capitalize on this surface. Not an easy wicket to bat on, to be very honest, Abdur Rahman. A little bit of a grass, kiddie, spinners have a role to play in, so batters will have a difficult time down there.
Well, I am trying to count the spinners in this TVSL lineup, and I see Fayaz Ahmed, the left armer. But other than that, a lot of military medium bowlers. Sajjad Malook, Shahbaz Ali, Irad Ali, the fast bowler, left-hander.
I think they have a Nadeem there to bowl that left arm tweak. So I think they're sorted out with the spin department. All they need to do is gather a couple of wickets in the power play.
Absolutely, one of these two in the first 2 or 3 overs will give them the momentum. Otherwise, we could be back home in 30 minutes. Again, a hard hit from Hamid Khan. This is not the same wicket, Hamid. The last wicket that he scored some runs on was a quick one. Ball was coming onto the bat nicely. This one just staying a bit low.
And I just wonder, Hamid Khan is, there's a certain plan against Hamid Khan because Hamid is so strong towards his own side. So the idea should be not to feed him anything onto the bats. Let him struggle outside off.
And the field is exactly for that. Deep cover and deep long off. Wide delivery. Going for that extra pace. Saqib. And losing his line. Umar Rashid does well. That's a very interesting field. That's not a traditional first slip fielder. He's right at the edge of the 30-yard circle. It's like a fly slip, or a short third man, whatever you would like to call it.
Yeah, it's hard to call. But then so far so good. No boundaries so far. He's kept the line tight. This time he gets it, connects it well, straight to the fielder. That was a hard hit. So the plan is working pretty well there. I mean, it's unorthodox, but that's working.
Well, definitely, again, Saqib, very experienced. He's been running this TVSL side for a long time. They have grown from a junior division team to very much a senior division lineup, playing in the big tournaments against the big boys and making a name for themselves. And the captain leading from the front.
Second slip comes in front for Sandy. Outswinging delivery goes for wide. Well, we need to be a little bit proud of the team, IGM, not a little bit, pardon me, a lot, because they have 5 players currently in the UAE squad.
Well, IGM into Globe Marine and Future Mattress heavily represented in the UAE national lineup. It's a proud moment for both clubs. And I'm sure quite a few of players on display in this Sky Exchange.net ICC Academy Summer Club will be staking a claim as well. Sandeep Singh Sandy goes hard, outside off stump, gets into the gap and gets the first boundary. That will give him a lot of confidence.
That was easy. The width was an offer, and the big beast applies himself to get a boundary. Some relief for Globe Marine to get a boundary in the final delivery. It's 9 for none at the end of first over.
The new bowler coming in from the far end, the school end, is Irad Ali, left-handed fast bowler. Another good find for the domestic circuit. Hamid Khan will be on strike. First up, Yorker attempted, very well bowled, and Hamid Khan has done well to keep that out.
Wondering if Irad gets everything right. Usually he's unplayable bowler. It depends on the day.
Well, this delivery, just the line that was not right. It was a good length, swinging into the right-hander. And Hamid Khan prefers the ball coming into him because he's very strong on the leg side. They do have the field positioning for that delivery though. Deep square leg and deep fine leg. Nobody out on the offside.
Well, I'm a big fan of ball coming back into the right-hander from the left arm fast. I've seen a lot of trapped in front batters.
Well, there you can see that. That's what he's trying to do. He's found the gap, Hamid. Sajjad Malook does really well. A lot of chirp right in front of the IGM dugout as well.
Well, I think this should be an easy chase, but we have seen all the time. Yeah, look at that perfect delivery, just getting that willow in front. Lucky there. Hamid Khan, I've been not a big fan of sending Sandy alongside Hamid Khan as an opener. So you need to change your opening slot. I think you can't send 2 hitters together.
Well, they are missing their mainstay opener, Asif Khan. Good looking shot this from Hamid. It's in the gap, it's racing away. A lot of work to do for the square leg fielder. But to no avail. A good looking boundary comes from the bat of Hamid Khan.
Yeah, played it slightly late. Probably was looking for the swing and he got it right to the square of the wicket. Beautiful shot. So I see a very good contest between Hamidullah Khan and Irad Ali. Hamid likes to play on the onside and Irad likes to take the challenge to find the pad of the wicket.
Well, in this IGM lineup, Abid, I will question who would you open with if not these two. They have Yasir Kaleem in at 3, Jiju at 4, Fayaz Ahmed at 5, Mayank at 6. A lot of batting depth.
Well, I've been watching Hamid Khan lately that he's developed a lot, but in the depth when you needed number 7, number 6 when the game is slightly hard and you need a pinch hitter down the order, a slogger you could call it. Hamid Khan does that role perfectly. So when it comes to the opening slot, I have seen Fayaz Ahmed doing that job pretty well, and that left-hand and right-hand combination will also benefit you down there.
Well, absolutely, 100% with you on that. Left-hand, right-hand combination always bothers the bowling lineup. The captain has to think about field placing as Irad Ali bowls a wide, big wide. Umar Arshad does really well. One of the best glove men here in the UAE, Umar Arshad.
Very quick he is, but I think he's predicted Irad Ali so well because of they played a lot together. They can understand what Irad does error on. When he gets it wrong, he gets it completely wrong. So Umar Rashid was pretty much ready on the down the leg side. When Irad gets it right, you're goner.
Well, let's hope for TVSL's sake he does get it right. Again in the slot. This time they have a square leg fielder position for that shot. But an expensive over. 8 runs coming off it. 17 for. The captain continues. Saqib Mahmood give away 9 in his first over. Hamid Khan, the big wind up, the execution, the maximum. What a hit.
The first maximum coming in his style, and he was looking for that delivery. You pitch him on to the pad, near to that row, and that ball going to hit the glass somewhere.
Well, as you were saying, Abid, Hamid Khan has made that number 5, number 6 pinch hitter position his in the domestic circuit. Here he's been given the opportunity to open the batting. Already has a 50 to his name, and he started off well. And he's going even better. It's in the air. 2 fielders converge, but it lands safely. He's living dangerously, but he's still there.
And it just bounced in front. Now, looking at these 2 hitters together down there in the center. So, my question is, Abdur Rahman, when you get these 2 hitters together, now Sandeep is being completely offshore. He doesn't get a lot of strike, and you find him getting frustrated because of that. So I'm not a big fan of sending 2 hard hitters together. One should rotate the strike, and the other one should take the charge.
Well, let's it go. Sandeep Singh Sandy. He has changed his game a little bit though, Sandeep. From that wild 6 hitter, he's become a batsman that likes to find the gap, get the boundaries early. I remember a knock of his in a tournament where he scored the highest number of 4s. He was not very happy when he finished the tournament because he wanted to be top of the 6 hitting chart. But he was the highest run scorer. He had the maximum number of boundaries. And you can see that he has made a slight change in his game plan.
I think he's now taking a little time to get started. Now that's very good. That's positive. But I think changing your game, sometimes it's not easy at the early initial stages. It takes time to adjust. I remember Abdul Shakur used to be a hard-hitter batsman. He used to smash anything coming his way. And by doing so, he represented UAE as well. I'm talking back in 2005 or 4, maybe 6. And now he developed his game.
Again plays it in the gap, gets a single. Well, you do have to adapt to the team's needs. As I said, IGM missing a lot of players, especially batsmen. Usually have Rizwan CP at 4, Basil Hamid at 5. So they have that cushion in the middle order. And give Sandeep Singh Sandy the license to thrill.
What else you could ask if you have CP, Basil in the middle order, and now add Jiju, Fayaz Ahmed? Oh, the captain would be having a tough time there.
Again, a big wind up. The same result. This time it's a 4, but in the same region, mid-wicket. Hamidullah Khan starting where he had left off in the game against 7 districts, scoring quickly.
Well, I like the idea, and Sandeep Singh Sandy is giving him license to take a charge. He's giving him strike to play his natural game, and Hamid loves to swing his bat willow at anything coming onto his paths. And look at that. That's been the area which scored most of his runs. The fantastic knock in the last game continues here.
Well, they have changed the field now. Mid-wicket deep. Deep cover in the circle. I think they should have done this from ball 1 against Hamid. Intelligent cricket. Hits a boundary and then takes a single. Will keep strike. 31 for no loss IGM at the end of 3.
Well, there you go. I was talking about the Greys.
Thank God we were on mute. Heated conversation going on in the middle of the comm box.
Yeah, we got
Ahmed Khwaja right behind us having his 3rd dinner.
We got caught off guarded. We're having a long discussion about the plans. Yeah. Shahbaz Ali comes into the attack now. So Iran didn't pay. The task was given to him. Didn't apply here against Hamid Khan. He was comfortably hitting him on the onside, that late swing. Now the new bowler Shahbaz Ali.
Outside edge. Omar Arshad gets a glove to it, but that ball races away for a boundary. Shahbaz Ali was brought in to get a wicket. He got a chance, but the keeper, well, he was wrong-footed. He was going down the leg side. That was poor.
Well, if Umar can't get there, nobody can. He's a fantastic wicketkeeper by trade. But that was a healthy edge outside. That was definitely a first slip catch. They just took the slip out and there was an edge. How unlucky that is for Shahbaz Ali and team TVSL.
Well, Hamid Khan moves on to 25. Again, beats him outside off stump. This is good bowling from Shahbaz. He's gotten the outside edge. He's beaten the outside edge. That should be the plan against Hamid Khan. You cannot give him a ball on his pads. He will hit them for 4 or 6 all day, every day.
Well, I'm surprised to see the amount of bounce Shahbaz is getting from the surface. He's certainly troubling. But then, Abdul Rahman, you need to play an attacking game. You do not have much runs on board. You can't drag the game. You have 130 runs, and you're not taking slips out. Where you see your bowlers is hitting the deck hard. You need us to get the slip out. Maybe they heard me.
Well, I think they have. Somebody has heard you. It's not even a slip. It's like a fly slip. Right at the edge of the circle. At least they are attacking. Abid gets his wish.
Oh, that's a hard slash. And it's a no ball. Oh, my. Nothing is going towards division shipping.
Well, you can keep 2, 3, 4, all fielders in slip. But if you're going to be bowling no balls and giving free hits, they're just going to add to your misery.
I mean, he still takes the strike. He loves to swing the bat. A free go would definitely help him get confident.
Well, they can't change the field as well. So unfortunately, they have to stick with that attacking field. Slower delivery. It was in the stumps. Hamid Khan has given himself room and carved it towards point for another boundary. So an expensive over. 9 runs off it already, and still we're just in the halfway mark.
I don't think so. It's a good plan to bowl a free hit onto the slat. Shehbaz tried to change his line, but the wrong time to do. It's a free hit, and a batsman will definitely try to make a room and smash you. Well, late night. Some spectators joining us, watching the game. It can't get better than this.
Again, the outside edge. This time it has gone for a maximum. Hamid Khan can do no wrong.
Well, that's a healthy age which passed everything and gone. The intention was it towards the mid-off, but it went out to the third, flying all over the fielders for a maximum. This is what they were looking for. Shehbaz was doing absolutely nothing wrong, but then still getting a lot of plenties.
Well, what do you do as a captain? Where do you put a fielder? The only fielder you can put right now for these shots is somebody right on the third man boundary behind the wicket keeper.
Well, the way Hamid is going, probably behind the ropes as the position. Yeah, I like that aggression. And that's a no ball. I think that's a second of the over, or probably a overstepping there. Nothing wrong with the line. What a pitch over delivery. But then it's got all wrong.
Well, this must be very frustrating for Saqib Mahmood, the captain. Brought in Shehbaz in the power play. That first outside edge going for a boundary, and then after that, just nothing happening for the bowler. 2 no balls, 2 free hits, a 6 and a 4 already. 47 on the board. We're just in the 4th over, and this opening partnership is almost at a 50. Well, it is actually. This time Jawad Ghani chases it down. They get 2.
Well, all the runs coming behind the keepers. Not a good sign for the bowler. Bowler gets frustrated. Haven't seen Shehbaz showing aggression, but usually you see that bowlers ended up showing aggression, and they hate to be hit on that position in the place.
Well, there is nothing Shehbaz can do. He has tried everything. The ball aiming at the top of off stump, the ball aiming at the base of the stumps. Just somehow managed to get the edge of the bat, Hamid Khan. And to add insult to injury, he gets a 4 or a 6 for it as well.
What a delivery. What a ball. I think he's gone for runs, but he's exposed the batsman by bowling short deliveries.
Well, he might have exposed the batsman, but the batsman is still there. Hamidullah Khan, 37 of 22. IGM, 49 for no loss at the end of 4. Another bowling change. Jawad Ghani comes into bowl. Outside off stump, cuts it hard. There is a fielder there, but he will just collect the ball from outside the rope. The boundaries continue, and the 50-run opening partnership comes up.
Well, we almost forgot about the big man standing alongside Hamid Khan. Shows his presence, just gliding, cutting it beautifully to get 4 runs. Well, he moves to double figures now. After spending a lot of time in the centre, it's been Hamid Khan's show.
Well, he has faced only 5 deliveries, Sandeep Singh. He's already got 10 runs. Very rarely you see that in a partnership. Again in the air, this time over third man for another boundary.
Not an intentional shot to play there. He was looking over the covers. This time getting right between the 2 fielders to smash for the 4 runs. That's 2 back-to-back boundaries. Jawad Ghani once again. A new bowler not getting an ideal start.
57 runs in 4.2. The current run rate is 13. And over at this rate, they'll be done at the halfway stage. And he takes a single. This is brilliant batting from IGM. Brilliant from Sandeep Singh Sandhi as well. This is the change I was talking about, Abid. The Sandeep Singh Sandhi of old would have tried to hit that for a 6. He's already got 2 boundaries. He's taken a single and gotten Hamid Khan back on strike.
Would love to see a batter like Sandeep Singh Sandhi applying himself, taking some time, hitting nicely, clean. 2 boundaries and getting to the other end. That's a rare sight now, but I think that's what he needs to do. He needs to develop his game. That's the only way you can get some runs in the season, when you try to take some time in the centre. That's what Sandeep Singh Sandhi is doing. He's doing perfect job.
Interesting choice of angle from Jawad Ghani. Comes around the wicket. Again, a lot of gaps at the offside. Hamid Khan gets 2.
I think that's the plan against Hamid Khan only, to come with the angle round the wicket, not for the Sandhi. Sandeep Singh Sandhi loves to hit it straight. If you come with that angle, you might be in trouble against him. That's a good thinking from the old horse. Straight down the ground for a single, that is. Still a power play on. Hamid Khan moves to 40 now. He's batting fantastic. That takes him the first man to reach 100 runs in the tournament.
He's having a brilliant tournament. Amidullah Khan could get back-to-back 50s if he stays there. He's given him width again. This time it's in the air. The trap was set and Sandeep Singh Sandhi has fallen for it. They've found the fielder finally, the IGM batsman, and they make no mistake. The first wicket falls.
And a big one. It's the big man, Sandeep Singh Sandhi, the beast, has to take a walk out. And certainly that can bring the momentum shift to towards the division shipping. They got first wicket. It's 61 for 1. Well, it's a new man in the centre. The run machine, Yasir Kaleem, has joined Hamid Khan, well-settled Hamid Khan on 40. in the center of this game number 5 of SkyExchange.net ICC Academy Summer Cup 2022, powered by Fan Code. And I've got a man to join me and witness this game. Is Ahmed Khwaja. Khwaja, certainly enjoying the battle and show.
Thank you very much, Abid. Yes, wonderful contest tonight. Excellent team bowling effort by Interglobe Marine, and now the batters Hamidullah Khan and Sandeep Singh Sandhi, who just departed. Excellent opening stand of 61 runs. They're bossing the game at the moment. And Shehbaz Ali went for 18 in his first. He's been brought back into the attack. Do you agree with this move?
Well, I agree with the momentum scheme. I think Shehbaz gave a lot of runs, but he troubled the batter. Certainly we saw Hamid Khan struggling. Just like that, he kept on hitting the deck hard and the right places.
Yeah, Shehbaz Ali does hit the seam. He has that action that produces that so-called heavy ball. He bowls that hard length. The ball really does leap off the surface. And Hamidullah Khan has not enjoyed that angle at all.
Or perhaps this man, Yasir Kaleem, he scored a lot of runs in the last season. Clearly, to be a perfect batter, to bat at number 3 position, the most important position in your team, you let your star batter to bat on that.
Oh, he's a high-class talent, Yasir Kaleem. Absolutely, no doubt about it. Good delivery to him. That's the area you need to target, Yasir Kaleem. The ball coming in with the arm, aiming at the stumps. If you bowl it outside off, he'll thrash you into the car park.
When you're bowling there, you make sure the ball turns in. Otherwise, he loves to hit through the covers. Really strong. We have seen him, witnessed single-handedly winning a lot of games for Interglobe Marine.
Oh, absolutely. He's one of the cornerstone players. Been with them for absolute ages, and based on his sheer performance. And a wicketkeeper to boot. Oh, short delivery. That surprised Yasir Kaleem. Shehbaz Ali is certainly testing the middle of the pitch tonight.
Oh, he's absolutely bowling fantastic. Short deliveries. Quick. I think the captain has given him the message. Least bothered about the runs, you go express yourself.
Well, that certainly seems to be a tactic that can be exploited on this pitch. We haven't seen a lot of the fast men bowling short. It's certainly working for Shehbaz Ali. That could be something the other 9 teams or 8 teams are noticing for the future of the ICC Academy Summer Cup. Bang the ball in short. Sliced away. That went in a flash to deep third. Sajjad Malook, good fielder. But that same shot, Yasir Kaleem can easily hit it for 6.
Well, I think it's time for Shehbaz Ali to try the fuller one as well, because he's been predicted now to bang the ball short. So you can surprise the batter with slow bouncer, or you can surprise with the fuller one. I think it's a final over of the power play where a wicket might bring the momentum towards you.
Hamidullah Khan, 41 of 25. He started the domestic season off with a bang. A 50 in his first game and hunting for another one. Because of shots like that, flicked away. Deep square leg giving chase, but he has absolutely no chance. Another classy boundary.
And that's what Shehbaz has been too predictable. It's easy to hit him on the onside when the batter is ready. You saw him making room before he bowls. And picks up on the onside.
Well,
Hamid is just 5 shy of his 50.
Well, if you're sitting at home, do tune in on your Fan Code app or CricTracker page on YouTube, or even the ICC Academy Facebook page. You don't want to miss out on the fireworks being produced here by Hamidullah Khan. He's so fun to watch.
Oh, he's absolutely brilliant. Well, tonight he's been struggling there to get middle of the bat, but more importantly, he got runs, so that all counts behind the keeper.
Yeah, he's capitalized on anything within his hitting zone. Squeezed away to backward point to conclude an entertaining power play. 67 for 1. Well, those are the highlights of the power play. Plenty of exuberant hitting by Hamid Khan. Anything that was pitched up was dispatched into the stands. And he plays that lofted shot over cow corner so well. That was a genuine outside edge, but then blazed away through the covers. And one more top edge for good measure. Stylish cut shot from Sandeep Singh Sandhi. He started to pepper that point boundary, but then finally ran out of luck, caught at deep third. And this shovel from Hamid Khan on the leg side continued the pressure on the TVSL bowlers. Jawad Ghani continues around the wicket. Oh, sliding across. Yasir Kaleem there, just trying to glide it down to the third man boundary. Slip in place for him. He's getting a lot of movement in the air. Why not bowl that conventional over the wicket angle?
But I think he has a certain plans against Hamid Khan coming around the wicket, making an angling away. And he got a reward to it. So I think he'll be sticking with it. Something is working for you, you need to stick with it. So now the good part is that he kept the keeper up. So there will be no advancing down the ground.
Yeah, that's true. Yasir Kaleem, very watchful. He knows that the required run rate is well in check. They're going at 10.6, which is well above the required of 6.5. Just need one partnership to decide this contest. And of course, they want to finish it quickly as well and get that net run rate boost. Well bowled again. Nicely taken by Umar Rashid. He's very neat and tidy behind the stumps.
He's very, very good with the gloves. It's just that he's not getting in a position to express himself in the batting. They've got plenty of batters.
Yeah, most certainly. A lot of depth in this TVSL side. Shouldering arms in a T20 game, that's something rare, especially from Yasir Kaleem.
Yeah, he's got the time, he's got the temperament. He knows he doesn't have to throw his wicket away. Well, that strike rate can turn any moment as soon as he gets the time and settles down there. Not the right bowler to attack on, experienced Jawad Ghani.
Sliced over the slip fielder, and that will race away for a boundary. Too short and too wide.
Well, you need a third there. If you're bowling with that angle, that kind of a shots will be on your way. Going towards third.
Yeah, that is the strong area. Back of a length outside off. Yasir Kaleem will punish you as he did there. So Jawad Ghani, he does bowl one poor delivery in the over which gets hammered. Other than that, relatively consistent. 71 for 1 though. Required run rate is just below 4.5. They're winning this at a canter. Beats him outside off once again. Burst through the hands of the keeper, but no damage done. 71 for 1.
Captain coming into the attack, Saqib Mahmood. Oh, that is plump, that's given right in the center, and Hamid Khan is asking the umpire a question.
Well, Hamid is remonstrating with the umpire, but look at your shot selection. That was very, very straight indeed. Big appeal, and Asif Iqbal has raised the dreaded digit. And that will be the demise of Hamidullah Khan. Played a sparkling innings. He's looking at the edge of his bat, perhaps an inside edge there. But his night has come to an end for 45 of 28. It's 71 for 2. Mayank Chaudhary coming in at number 4, new addition to the IGM squad. And he's a classy player, easy on the eye.
Well, I'm just looking at the batting order. Mind you, this is almost the bench strength of Interglobe Marine. That you have batters like Mayank Chaudhary, Jiju Janardhan, who's yet to come, Fayaz Ahmed. I think one of the finest left-hand batter is in the side. So it's a big batting tail there.
Yeah, absolutely. They have a lot of star players on international duty. Oh, beats him outside off. Has he been given? Big appeal by Saqib. He was convinced. I think he just enjoyed that lovely outswinger.
Yeah, that's perfectly bowled, shaping away. Mayank caught surprise there. The amount of the swing he got at the 7.5 overs later. Ball is pretty much old to swing, but it's swinging well.
That just shows you the helpful nature of the pitch. You present the seam in the right direction, you'll still get it to hoop around. Good bowling by Saqib Mahmood. Keeping it tight as well. Trying to force it off the back foot there, and he will pick up a quick single to get off the mark.
Yeah, single there. I think both these batters play a sensible batting. So we'll see a lot of singles coming our way and stylish four through the covers. Well, they wouldn't be charging the bowlers. They'll just be utilizing the ground, the outfield, lush outfield. It's a pretty big ground to take singles.
And they also have the insurance policy of the very experienced Fayaz Ahmed and Jiju Janardhanan waiting to get their turn. So certainly Interglobe Marine looking a very strong batting unit. If the top order fires. Oh, leading edge there. Attempted Yorker. Yasir Kaleem stepping out of the crease. It would have been interesting if he had missed the ball there. I'm sure all 11 TVSL fielders would have gone up for the appeal.
Well, yeah, he's advanced a lot there. Yasir Kaleem and Mayank Chaudhary. Both of them now need to build a partnership. A lot of expectation would be from these two batters, but mind you, they don't bat together a lot. It's just the initial where they are getting a go together. So it will take time for both the batters to understand each other and know the strength and the weakness of each other. So it comes to the end, the 8th over, a very well bowled by Saqib Mahmood. It's 74 for 2.
Jawad Ghani continues. Extended spell for him tonight. Lovely flick over mid-wicket by Mayank. That is the class of this man. Absolutely glorious.
Well, that's easy to say that is the shot of the day. Beautiful. I can watch that replay all day long. Excellent shot picking up from the front of the bat.
Well, just rewind your CricTracker YouTube stream, Abid. You can watch it all day, all night. Wonderful shot. He has serious ability, this man. He just needs to start putting those scores together. Very highly rated in the domestic circle. This time, bit of a splice, pulled his length back there, Jawad Ghani. Very seasoned campaigner himself.
He's a smart bowler. He knew it while he was coming around the wicket. It was easy for Mayank to pick him up. Look at that. Lovely shot. Lovely shot. What a shot from Mayank Chaudhary.
Well,
So
shout out to our director, Mr. Tim, as well, producing these wonderful images. And just for your sake, he played that replay. You wanted to see it once more.
I'm done with it. I'll see it in the night.
Oh, well, he has beaten Yasir Kaleem 3 or 4 times outside off. Very intelligent, canny bowling from Jawad Ghani.
Well, if you see he's coming round the wicket for Yasir Kaleem, he did show that against Mayank Chaudhary, which went wrong. He got hit for a boundary. Now, when he saw Yasir Kaleem coming in, he switched the end. He's coming around the wicket now with angling it away.
Firmly punched to extra. And we know that all of the team owners and the team captains will be watching the action very carefully. They will be trying to suss out the weak points of all the batters here. And I'm sure this plan developed by Jawad Ghani will be noticed by all the other teams in the ICC Academy Summer Cup.
Yeah, you need to up your skills.
Pulled away inside edge onto the pad. That could have been painful. Thankfully didn't miss the knee roll.
Well, I think things were working pretty well around the wicket for Jawad against Yasir Kaleem. Why is he coming over the wicket? I'm just thinking, trying to understand what he's up to.
Yeah, he's a very intelligent operator, Jawad Ghani. Certainly has a game plan. We can ask him after the game, what were you thinking there? Very studious. Attempted Yorker, just dug out. And they will scamper for one. Steady over from Jawad Ghani comes to an end. 80 for 2. Saqib Mahmood continues. He'll bowl out his spell. Top edge over the slip fielder once again. Well, that's been a heavy scoring zone for IGM tonight.
Yeah, they scored a lot of runs behind the wicket. Not so convincing there, Yasir Kaleem. Stepped out, but not in control. Though the ball was in his zone, where he loves to hit the ball.
Well, it's very, very strange to see Yasir Kaleem with a strike rate below 100. In fact, even below 150. So TVSL have done a good job containing him.
Well, indeed. They've kept him quiet. There's been 29 runs to 32 from the other end. So combined.
Pulled away this time with authority and dropped at deep mid-wicket. Can you believe it?
And then you look up, you see the captain is bowling. You dropped a catch of a captain and a drop of a big man. Yasir Kaleem doesn't give opportunities Every time, I don't know what went wrong.
Well, that was an absolute sitter. There's no excuses for that. Saqib Mahmood rightly exasperated with his fielder. It's difficult enough to make Yasir Kaleem play a bad shot, and then you drop his catch. Salt to the wounds.
Yeah, there might be a smile in the ground, but you might be missing the next game.
42 needed of 64 now for IGM. They've had to toil after the dismissal of Hamid Khan. Outside edge, and has he got him? Well, there was a big appeal from TVSL, but look at that signal from Asif Iqbal. It hit the pocket of Yasir Kaleem.
Yeah, there was a noise, I think, bat hitting the pad probably, that excited the team, the Vision shipping along with the captain. He's bowled tremendously well tonight. He got the wicket off a big man as well.
Excellent decision by Asif Iqbal, one of the more experienced umpires in the UAE. Recently stood in international matches as well.
Oh yes, made his international appearance. Steps out, charges, and that ball is travelling, and travel beyond the rope.
Well, watch out. Whoever has their car parked near that extra cover boundary, that is Yasir Kaleem at his glorious best, stepping out and launching it like a missile over extra cover.
Well, we are having fun here, loving the show, the battle between the Vision shipping, and certainly IGM is having upper hand in the game. They're just 36 runs away from the victory.
Finally, he's starting to cut loose. Got that chance, that second life. Pulled away this time, more towards cow corner. Once again, aiming for that fielder. It was Nasir Faraz, the youngster out there. Disappointing to see him shell that catch.
Yeah, I didn't have a good day with the bat as well. A lot of expectations are from this young man, Nasir Faraz. A fantastic batter. Made his debut in the last season. Still yet to confirm and see a lot of game from him.
Yeah, keep an eye on him throughout the
He's
ICC Academy Summer Cup.
got to prove himself, I think. He's too young, but looking so sharp. Looking sharp is the captain, bowling his final delivery of the spell.
Tucked onto the leg side. They're going to push for two here. There's nobody in the inner ring, and that's good running. Excellent running. Expensive over from Saqib Mahmood comes to an end. 97 for 2 at the halfway stage. Well, there's going to be a change in the com box. Abid Ibrahim has stepped out, and joining me for perhaps the final throws of this game is going to be Abdurrahman Tariq. Good evening, Abdurrahman. Welcome back.
Good evening, Ahmed Khwaja. 97 at the halfway stage. IGM motoring along nicely. As you said in the beginning of your stint, that net run rate is something they are keeping an eye on as well. But this is a solid start. Hamid Khan will be very disappointed, missed out on a half century. He's having a good tournament. And it's important for them that Yasir Kaleem and Mayank are amongst the runs as well.
Oh, absolutely. They have some big name absences in their top order. No Rizwan CP, no Asif Khan, and no Basil Hamid either. So somebody has to step up. They have drafted in Mayank Chaudhary, Fayaz Ahmed, and Jiju Janardhanan. Big shoes to fill. Lofted down the ground. That is absolutely majestic from Yasir Kaleem.
Well, Ahmed Khwaja, I'm just going to keep the mic down and let you explain what has just happened. Yasir Kaleem charges down the track, full face of the bat, and it is gone to oval number 1. What a shot.
Absolutely glorious to bring up the 100 for Interglobe Marine. Now this man has kicked into 5th gear. 28 of 20. Such a fantastic player. One of the top guns in the UAE domestic scene. And that shot showed exactly why.
Well, I do rate him as one of the top 3 wicketkeeper batsmen in the UAE. Yasir Kaleem.
Oh, absolutely. And the other 2 are in the national side. He's been hammering on the door rather than knocking on it. And it's just about time with the World Cup 2023 within our range. Perhaps even the World T20 itself. Why not have a look at Yasir Kaleem? Aggressive, hard-hitting wicket-keeper batter. He bats anywhere in the top 4. Excellent keeper and a pure match winner with the willow in hand.
Well, absolutely. I think he would walk in at number 4 in this current UAE lineup easily. There's a change in the ball. Sajjad Malook was looking for it, couldn't find it.
Yeah, I don't think they want to recover that ball either, the way it was getting smashed. And yes, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, our match referee, has sent in a new seed. Required run rate is even below 3 now. So this game looks pretty much done and dusted. Irad Ali back into the attack. Oh, bottom edge. Well, that was a poor delivery and got away with that one.
Well, I'm surprised that Fayaz Ahmed has not been given a ball. The left arm tweaker amongst the wickets in domestic cricket.
Yeah, former UAE international player, very experienced. And he would have been a good option. I completely agree with you with 2 right-handers at the crease.
Well, the first 10 overs has only been pace, military medium, and some quick bowling from Shahbaz and now Irad. But it has not worked in their favour.
Attempted bouncer, nicely bowled. And the umpire, he's let it go 1 for the over. So now Yasir Kaleem knows the next 3 deliveries will be in his zone.
And if that first ball 6 was any idea of what he's capable of when the ball is in the slot, Irad will have to be very, very careful here. Maybe just pull his length back. Doesn't have to be a bouncer. Something short. Anything full is going out of the park.
Perhaps a change of pace, an off-cutter. Slower bouncer attempted. Nicely bowled. He is a skillful bowler on his day when he gets it right. And of course, this ground is at a bit of an incline from one end, so it's not that easy for the fast man Abdur Rahman.
Well, that's a good catch there, Ahmed. There is an incline on the run-up. For the fast bowlers especially, some hard work.
Well, can you imagine a slope like the Lord's Cricket Ground, the home of cricket? 8-foot slope from one end to the other. That's like playing on a hill. Cracked over point. And 1 bounce over the rope. That is Yasir Kaleem's area of scoring.
Well, that is one shot Yasir Kaleem can play with his eyes closed. So strong, square on the offside. Anything in that zone is always going to go for a boundary, no matter how many fielders you have there. They've got deep point, they've got deep third man. And he's bisected that gap perfectly.
Well, forget about a cricket bat. Give him a hockey stick and he'll hit it for 6 with that. He loves peppering that point boundary. He's a very unique player. Now he's raced on to 32 of 24. He was 7 of 11 at one stage. He's just flipped a switch and started to dominate. Attempted in swinger, nicely bowled. That is the area where you need to bowl to Yasir Kaleem.
think that one facet of his batting he needs to improve is his leg side play. We'll talk about it after this over. 108 for 2 now at the end of 11.
Jawad Ghani continues. Off-pace delivery there. Well, 22 required in 9 overs. Safe to say this game is beyond TVSL's reach, barring an absolute miraculous collapse.
And again, I do have to question the captaincy here. You have the spin options. Why not give a chance to Fayaz Ahmed or Mohammad Nadeem, left arm spinner? We saw Harry Barwal cause all the damage in the first innings. 4 wickets in his 4-over spell. Shah Nawaz was unplayable, the off spinner.
Completely agree with you, Abdul Rahman, especially from the academy end, where the cow corner boundary is the largest area of the field. Tempt them to play across the line, but they've chosen to stick with their medium pacers and all-rounders. Jawad Ghani going through his paces. He's bowled a useful spell, certainly something to look forward to throughout the tournament, giving some valuable overs. Once again punched off the back foot and they'll take an easy single. Shouldn't have been one there, but I guess the shoulders have slumped. The body language is not great for TVSL right now.
Well, just going through the motions now, TVSL. Doesn't look like they're in for a fight. Net run rate, as you said, Ahmed is going to play a key role. You want to drag this as long as possible. Let it go into the 14th, 15th, 16th over. There are a lot of games to play for TVSL. It's a long tournament.
Absolutely. 2 groups of 5, and the top 2 from each group go straight into the ICC Academy Summer Cup semi-finals. That will be a wide, perhaps trying to attempt a bouncer there. Saw Mayank Chaudhary moving around in the crease. He's been off strike for a while. Cracked away, good fielding at point. And that was another bowler who could have been an option. Mohammad Nadeem, very, very skillful left-arm spinner. He's got a brilliant armour, but they just chose to go with the seam options, and it didn't really pay off.
Well, somebody needs to tell Saqib, we're not playing in England. This is still the UAE.
Yeah, even though it is a grassy wicket. Inside edge, and it does have that English club match feel here. The ground surroundings, beautiful, picturesque ovals here at the ICC Cricket Academy in Dubai Sports City. But next week, in fact in 4 days' time, is going to be an absolute festival of cricket. The Asia Cup is kicking off right here in Dubai and Sharjah. Absolutely pumped for that competition. It's going to be incredible. It starts on the 27th and then 28th. We've got the big kahuna, India versus Pakistan, right here in our neighborhood. What a match that's going to be. Certainly a lot more keenly contested than this one, I feel. Outside edge. There is a deep third giving chase. Does well. Waheed Ahmed out there. Off Nelson quickly. That's always a good sign.
Yeah. Although I'm sure Mayank Chaudhary was not aware of the fact that they were on Nelson. Threw his bat at it outside off stump.
Well, Abdurrahman, you know these cricketers can be a very superstitious bunch. Which pad to put on, which sock to put on, which foot to step into the ground. They're a bunch of kooks, I tell you.
Well, I have to disappoint you, but I'm one of them.
I knew, that's why I said it.
I have a favorite pair of socks that I wear in every game. Hits it towards cover, just the single.
Well, I hope you wash them, that's all I can say. 113 for 2 at the end of 12. Mohammad Nadeem, well, finally we see some spin after 12 overs. Steps out, miscues it towards deep cow corner. But too little too late in the piece here, Abdurrahman.
Well, the first delivery, and you can see the impact a spinner can make on this wicket.
Well, the biggest evidence is Harry Barwal. Left arm spinner took 4 wickets. And you didn't use anybody till the 13th.
And they have two, Fayaz Ahmed and Mohammad Nadeem, two left arm spinners, two very good left arm spinners.
Backing away there, Mayank, trying to open up the offside. And he's just playing runner ball stuff. Rightly so. The game is well in their pouch. Required run rate just a tick above 2. In fact, exactly 2 now. And that's us in the comm box alongside our scorers. We've been enjoying the contest. Yasir Kaleem over extra cover.
What a shot, yeah.
How many times will you say it? It looks good every single time. What a shot.
The toughest shot to play against the left-hander, inside out, over cover. It was the arm ball. And he's middled it to perfection. One bounce into the fence. That is the class of this man right here. Yasir Kaleem, 40 of 30 deliveries.
He makes the most difficult shot in the game look absolutely simple and childlike. How does he do it? Only he knows. This time over cow corner. That is a humongous 6.
Well, we were questioning his leg side hitting ability, and he's answered that brilliantly. Over long on for a maximum. 10 runs off 2 deliveries. And now 1 hit away, IGM, from a big win.
Fantastic hit there from Yasir Kaleem. 46 of 31. He's 1 hit away from his milestone as well. And 1 hit away from victory too. So Mohammad Nadeem being carted here. Oh, and he's been stumped. Well, Mohammad Nadeem got his revenge.
One shot too many. He was going for the glory. Yasir Kaleem would have gotten to his 50 as well, but he's missed it. And an easy stumping for the wicketkeeper. A good knock comes to an end. 46 of 32 deliveries for Yasir Kaleem. 125 for 3 now IGM. Just 5 runs away from victory. Fayaz Ahmed finally comes into bowl. First delivery. Mayank Chaudhary plays it in the gap and he gets a single.
Well, Jiju has been sent in to deliver the last rites of this match, and he'll be on strike. Boundary needed. And well, yeah, introducing Fayaz Ahmed so late in the piece. It's an injustice to the great man, former UAE international player. Jiju pushing for one, nothing available there. So he certainly wants to finish it with himself at the crease.
This is a big statement here from IGM. We're only in the 14th over. Just 4 runs needed. Jiju Janardhanan on strike. Wide given, that will definitely help.
Well, attempted carom ball there from Fayaz Ahmed. Got it completely wrong. Thankfully, it landed on the pitch. Otherwise, that would have been a no ball. We saw that in the World T20 last year. Very painful for us Pakistan supporters. Mohammad Hafiz with the goober. On the pads, tucked away around the corner. They're just going to amble for one.
Well, no rush. Even if they play out a few dot balls, that would still be a good change to their net run rate, IGM.
Yeah, huge boost to their confidence. They would have felt a little insecure after that loss to 7 districts. But they've come back with a bang. That had completely died as it hit the pitch. Fayaz Ahmed, the grand old fox. 2 needed of 38. Mayank Chaudhary, a sedate innings of 12 or 14. Invited to punch that off the back foot, and that will be victory for Interglobe Marine.
Well, that was a statement shot from Mayank Chaudhary. Played it in the gap. It was a hit-me ball. Outside off stump, loopy delivery. All the time in the world for Mayank. And he's placed it to perfection. With that boundary, Interglobe Marine have won this game by a massive margin. 7 wickets in hand. And 6.1 overs to spare.
Well, I think that's the victory they were looking for after that defeat. 7 wickets victory. That's a great win, and that will give a lot of boost to the team Interglobe Marine. A top score absolutely fired up. Sandeep Singh Sandy getting 15 only of 8 deliveries, but then Hamidullah scored 45 and Yasir Kaleem shy of 4 runs for his 50. That's a good sign now. Your middle order is as strong as you want. Mayank Chaudhary and Jiju suits really well in the middle. They chased down in just 13.5.
Well, absolutely. And the bowling card, well, Saqib Mahmood, the captain, 4 overs, 43 runs, 1 wicket for him. Shahbaz Ali, 2 overs, 24 runs. Mohammad Nadeem went for 12. Jawad Ghani, the pick of the bowlers, just 27 in his 4 overs, picked up a wicket. And Fayaz Ahmed, well, just the 6 runs. And that was the end of the game. 10 extras in 13.5 overs. That opening partnership of 61 settling the nerves with Hamid Khan going great guns, and then Yasser Kaleem just at the end finishing it off with a brilliant knock of 46. Very unlucky to miss out on a half century.
Let's quickly have a look at the highlights. Where Sandy and Hamid Khan, it was the Hamid Khan show in the start. Power play capitalized really well, scoring 62 runs in those 6 overs. And with the help of a lot of edges and some fortunes as well, Hamid Khan and the team scored heavily behind the wicket and then sent Deep Singh Sandy one hit, and the other one was easy one to pick up in the deep. And Sandeep Singh Sandy departs. Joining Hamid Khan was Yasser Kaleem, who took his time, and that was trap in front. And Yasser Kaleem, when he starts taking charge, he charged it all over the ground. He hit a few great shots. Just like that. That was the shot of the game. Brilliant hitting from Yasser Kaleem, looking very confident, scoring 46 runs for the team. And that was the rocket on the onside. And that was the end of Yasser. He perishes. And Mayank Chaudhary with Jiju completed the game, and the chase was quite simple for the team Interglobe Marine.
Well, there's the match summary then. Division shipping scoring 129 runs in their allotted 20 overs. Nasir Faraz top scoring with 31. Sajjad Muluk gave him some impetus in the end with 22 of 17. Saqib Mahmood opened the batting, couldn't get going, 21 of 36 and a runner ball 15 for Mohammad Nadeem. Harry Barwal, the pick of the bowlers, 4 overs, 26 runs and 4 wickets to his name. Jiju Janardhan and Zahid Mohammad picking up 2 wickets each. And then in the run chase, 132 for 3 Interglobe Marine in 13.5. Yasser Kaleem, 46 of 32. Hamidullah Khan, 45 of just 28. And Sandeep Singh Sandy with 15 of 8 deliveries. Mayank Chaudhary unbeaten with 16. Jawad Ghani, Saqib Mahmood and Mohammad Nadeem all picking up a wicket. But to no avail, as Interglobe Marine winning the game by 7 wickets and 6.1 overs to spare. Well, we will be back tomorrow for the SkyExchange.net ICC Academy Summer Cup 2022 powered by Fan Code. It's game number 6. Valley Boys, new team versus Dubai Daredevils, who will be looking to bounce back after their first loss. Do tune in with us tomorrow at 8 p.m. sharp. In the meantime, we'll be going down to Ahmed Khwaja, who's with the man of the match for the presentation ceremony. It's a good night from all of us here in the comm box.
Check 1 1 check.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we welcome everyone to the post-match presentation of the SkyExchange.net ICC Academy Summer Cup 2022 powered by FanCode. Before we begin, firstly, we would like to thank the ICC Cricket Academy and all the administration involved behind the scenes for its support in hosting this level of a tournament. We would also like to thank our sponsors, our title sponsor SkyExchange.net, our official streaming partner FanCode, and our event partner TCM. In match number 5 of the tournament, Interglobe Marine has defeated TVSL by 7 wickets. Commencing ahead, we will now be announcing the name of the player of the match. The award will be presented by Mr. Iftikhar Ali, our match referee. And the player of the match award goes to Harry Barwal for his 4 wickets. Outstanding display, plenty of turn and bounce, and a match-winning bowling performance from the left-arm spinner. आ जाओ गप लगाते. अच्छा हैरी, देखें इस पिच पे फास्ट बॉलरों को बहुत हेल्प मिल रही है, अच्छी सीमिंग विकेट है, लेकिन एज अ स्पिनर आपने इस पे कैसे बॉलिंग की?
बस वही अपने बेसिक्स, जो अपना फ्लाइट है, बाद में जो रिदम में करते हैं वही बस.
अच्छा, आपने कहा कि ये छोटा इंटरव्यू करना है, तो फिर मैं आपसे ये आखिरी सवाल करूंगा कि ये प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच अवार्ड आप किसके नाम करना चाहोगे?
अपनी मदर के नाम पे.
वंडरफुल परफॉर्मेंस हैरी, वेल प्लेड.
थैंक यू.
Asif bhai, that's all for today. That's all from the ICC Academy Summer Cup for tonight. Join us tomorrow for more live action from the home of cricket in the UAE, the HQ of cricket, that is the ICC Cricket Academy. We'll see you then. Good night.